this research was about young people choices in the educational and relational domain and their identification with the group of classmates and the group of best friends. We found several interesting findings, but the most important one was that the extent to which a young person was happy with his relations with classmates affected the effort that she put into his educational choice, and the extent to which he or she was happy with their friends affected the effort that she put into their relation with the best friend. The most exciting finding was that identification with classmates and with friends affected personal individual choices in the educational domain and in the interpersonal domain, which means that if I know that a young person is happy with his class and is committed to classmates and to the group of friends, and then the more that this person is satisfied and involved in the study major and in the more important relationship with the best friends, for instance. This research tells teachers that the more they are able to build a nice climate and make young people identify with other classmates as a whole group, and the more the students can be successful in their academic career and engage in what they are studying, and also young people can understand that the extent to which they are able to create positive relations with others, with friends, will be effective in make them able to deal with a strong relation with the best friend or a partner in the future. So having good relations with others and identify with friends may be very useful for them in the future. We conducted this research during the whole academic year. Participants had to answer to the same paper and pencil questionnaire 3 times, separated by 3 months from one way to the other one. And we first got consent from participants and from their parents, of course. And the most interesting is that they were really happy about participating in this research about self and personal identity. They were eager to understand something about themselves, so they were very open to answer to personal questions, and the results were really interesting in that term. I think my research can be defined as a vitamin drop for young people to help them boost their relationships with others at school, with friends, and to make them feel better in this context. The main keywords of this work are youth, personal identity, which is the way in which I define myself, what I decide I want to be. For instance, a teacher, a student, a mother, a surgeon. Social identity, which refers to the importance that the groups to which I belong to have in my life and my relation with others. And longitudinal studies, which refers to the method we used in order to study the development of personal and social identity.